Hi everyone, this is Chow with Ariana Stock with your weekly reading for the week starting from 15th to 21st January 2024. I will dive into these decks to understand what's in store for you this week. Cross watchers are also welcome to have a look at this reading. The timestamp is given in the description box, so in case you want to proceed directly to your reading, you can do just that. We will start from Aries and go right down to Pisces as usual. For Aries, I do have the card Legacy from the Divine Messages Oracle. I think you're going to be someone who is going to be preoccupied on account of official work, legal documents. Maybe you also need to look into family matters, legacy for that matter. I think this week you're going to be someone who is going to make gains. You're also going to be quite enthusiastic, purposeful, driven, a bit excited as well. Communication is certainly going to increase this week. There are opportunities to make gains. In personal relationships, I think Aries, you need to be crystal clear to avoid misunderstandings because there are going to be some constraints when it comes to your relationships. With respect to your love life, I do have this card Dance in the Rain. I think you need to loosen up in case you're single. You need to relax. Maybe you also need to mingle. But unwanted attention is definitely on the cards this week for you. In case you're in a committed relationship also, I think Aries, you may feel that it's a bit stifling. That is why you want to loosen up. I think you and your person should also enjoy dates this week. Communication is going to increase. But then work could also be a priority for you, Aries. Let's move from Aries to Taurus. For Taurus, I do have the card, the Teacher appears. I think your focus this week should be on learning, on spiritual matters. If you're working, I think you should enhance your skills. Maybe some of you also want to join an educational or degree course to enhance your skills. Primarily, it is your go-getter attitude and high energy levels which will allow you to make gains. Maybe there are also going to be rewards despite the roadblocks as well as interruptions. Movement is also on the cards. Maybe you're making travel plans or you're going to be on your toes. In essence, I think Taurus, you need to prioritize. You also need to clarify with respect to financial matters. I do have this card, Hidden Veil. Maybe certain things are hidden. Maybe someone is keeping a tab on you. So you need to look closely at your relationships this week. Someone could also be very deceptive and wearing a mask. I do have the card Wedding Bells from the Love Oracle deck. So in case you want to settle down, I think this is the week when you should discuss this with your person, especially those of you who are in a committed relationship. Maybe your family members are also going to play matchmaker. Your friends could do the same. So in case there are social events lined up, I think you need to mingle with the opposite sex. Again, those of you who are dating, I think you will enjoy date nights with your person, but try to maintain your poise and cool this week. From Taurus, I will move to Gemini. For Gemini, I do have the card Psychic Attack. I think you need to protect your energy levels. You should also focus on cleansing because there are going to be evil forces who are going to be quite active. It could be draining for you. So maybe you should keep away from energy vampires. I think there's also going to be a time when you could be very wistful. Memories could make you quite nostalgic. There could also be an estrangement in a relationship which you need to guard against. Yet I think Geminis, you can make gains through your friends and acquaintances. This week you also need to be prepared because there's going to be unscheduled work, taxation and technical matters which could be a priority. I do have the card Mystery Hole. So like this card Psychic Attack, I think there are certain things which are hidden. Maybe you also need to focus on the light, get out of that depressive state of mind, move towards light from darkness. That is, introspection can also help us gain insight. So that is something which you should focus on. I do have the card Remembrance. Your memories distract me from the Love Oracle deck, which is talking about the same. Like I said, you could be gripped by nostalgia. So maybe you or your person is going to think along those lines. I think you should also write love notes to your person to maintain a healthy and committed relationship with your special someone. Those of you who are in and on again, off again relationship, again, you could be thinking about this special someone. Maybe you also have the urge to reach out, but you also need to protect your relationship from any kind of psychic attack or the evil eye in case you're already dating. From Gemini, I will move to Cancer. For Cancer, I do have the card Game, Set and Match. This is a very welcome card in your reading. I think there are going to be opportunities when you're going to emerge victorious. Your responsibilities will certainly increase. Use your intelligence and deliberate with those who are senior or elderly male figures, especially to tackle problems that may arise. I think finances could also create discord in your relationship. So avoid speaking in a coded fashion. Be clear. Maybe you also need to act quickly rather than procrastinate. Yet the overall energy is a positive game, set, match, which is ensuring that you're going to gain rewards. Perhaps you should also be very forceful with this card Hammer. You should force the issue when it comes to dealing with others. You need to be more driven this week. Like I said, you could be wanting to defer things. Maybe you want to take your own sweet time, but then the need of the hour is to drive home the point. With respect to your love life, I do have this card. If only you were aware of the effect you have on me. Now, the Roses here talks about love. Maybe you or your person need to be more explicit when it comes to your relationship. Maybe you are hardly interacting with the person. You wish this person realizes that you mean so much and more to him, or it could be vice versa. I think the health of your loved one could also be a concern, or maybe it could be the longevity of your partner this week. From Cancer, I will move to Leo. For Leo, I do have the card Setback. Now, this is not a very promising card. There could be mixed results this week. It is going to be a week when you need to be careful because there could be dramatic changes in your schedule. Maybe silly matters could also vex you. I think you're not someone who is going to take things lying down. You will also retaliate. Other than that, I think though there are setbacks and disappointments, you also need to prioritize. Maybe you're going to need to concentrate to avoid errors. I think financial issues could also create discord. Maybe you're also a bit concerned about paying up, or you have to clear your debts or dues. I do have this card Smoke Visions. I think your psychic abilities could be heightened this week. So Leos, pay attention to your dreams and visions that you get. Maybe there's a message there. Even with respect to your love life, we have this card Clueless, Confused and Perplexed. You know, this person, he's not facing us. He's in a defensive frame of mind. His hands are in his pocket and he is looking at the distant future. Maybe you're going to be very confused about your relationship this week. I think you need to iron out the differences in case you're already in a relationship, to avoid this kind of setback or to avoid feeling as though you've been left in the cold. You do want answers from your person, or it could also be vice versa, Leo. From Leo, I will move to Virgo. For Virgo, I do have this card Communicate. I think you need to be more active. You also need to weigh your words carefully. Maybe communication is going to increase, whether it's email, whether it is phone calls or social networking for that matter. This week you also need to be careful because expenses could mount, maybe gadgets could malfunction. You also need to stay calm and rework on your ideas. Someone could be large-hearted towards you, or even you could be altruistic. You know, the universe always rewards kindness. Other than that, I also feel that you could also be affected on account of the stars above. Maybe you should have a look at your astrological chart, because how you're feeling internally is going to have a bearing or effect on your outward behavior. Maybe you should also focus on the light. You should be pure, you should be innocent, quite like a child. Your angels are definitely guiding you, as this card says there. So focus on doing the right things, focus on being ethical and principled. With respect to your love life, Virgos, I do have this card, you know my soul's language. I think deep down you and your person understand each other telepathically. Maybe even if you're not in each other's midst, you can pick up sensations. You think no one else can understand you perfectly well, or it could also be the other way around. Some of you could also want to meet up with your person. Maybe you're making travel plans, so expenses could mount on account of the same. Maybe you want to buy gifts for your person, or there's going to be food treats, like I said. So you should be more social when it comes to your person this week. From Virgo, I will move to Libra. For Libra, I do have the card, your next move. You know, like this penguin, you could be in two minds about your decisions. Maybe there's going to be slow progress and there are going to be errors, so you need to rethink your moves. Colleagues or family members may not be systematic, so there's no point getting worked up. You need to be patient with them. Oftentimes this week you could also be thinking about the opportunities. Maybe they are not to your liking. Bookkeeping, banking work will also be a priority for many Librans this week. I think your focus should also be on creating harmony and balance in your relationships with this card 222. You should focus on existing relationships, but also pay attention to new people who come into your life. You need to cooperate with them. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, hidden read between the lines. I think lack of communication, or maybe it's more about non-verbal communication this week. Maybe you and your person need to interact, but then you may be not explicit, so body language is the key. Or you and your person could also be stalking each other on the social media in case you're not communicating that much. Perhaps that is why this card, your next move. That is the overall energy for Librans this week. From Libra, I will move to Scorpio. Scorpions, I do have the card, brush it off. I think you shouldn't dwell on matters too heavily this week. Maybe there are also going to be options. Communication is definitely going to bring in opportunities for you, so cash in. Again, you could have second thoughts. Maybe you think that you could have asked more from your clients, but then we get what we need to get at a particular time. So brush these thoughts. These are of little consequence. Other than that, Scorpions, your creativity is also going to be appreciated. And that you also have this card 111. You're a magical creator. Your thoughts are beginning to manifest. So you need to use manifestation techniques this week to get what you desire. Maybe you should be more positive when it comes to your wishes, or the way you converse with yourself is also going to be important. With respect to your love life, Scorpions, I do have the card forgiveness heals, revenge doesn't. I think in case there's been a misunderstanding or misinterpretation of words, you should forgive and forget, because revenge doesn't mean love. I think you and your person are going to enjoy good communication this week. Maybe you're also going to join each other for date nights, but then be mindful, because there could be situations where there could be friction. So forgive and forget, like I said. Some of you could also be thinking about the past. Maybe you think that you had options when it came to the opposite sex, but you didn't take them. All these thoughts could come to your mind this week. From Scorpio, I will move to Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, I do have the card flashback. I think past life issues need to be addressed this week. Maybe you're also going to be wistful. You're going to go through old photographs this week. That could also mean that you're going to be nostalgic. Primarily, I think Sagittarians, you're going to be someone who's going to be planning for your future. Gains are also very likely, so you need to make wise choices and investments. Possibly, some of you are also going to invest in gadgets, because gadget related issues could crop up. Finances definitely seem to be uppermost on your mind. I do have the card 111. You're a magical creator. Your thoughts are beginning to manifest. So think positive thoughts. Make those dreams a reality this week, because whatever you're thinking is going to manifest. With respect to your love life, I do have the card forgiveness heals, revenge doesn't. I think some of you could also be thinking about your special someone this week in case you're in no contact, or in case there's been some kind of misunderstanding in this relationship. I think you should iron out the differences, because forgiveness is the way forward. Forgiveness means that love is ever present in this relationship. Maybe this is also a person from your past life. That is why he or she has re-entered in this lifetime. I think some of you also want to meet up with your person. Maybe you are in a third party situation. You want to be in the arms of your person. That is why maybe you could be a bit emotional. You want to be with your person instead of being in an unhappy relationship. Well, I hope I'm making myself clear. This could be in a third party situation. From Sagittarius, I will move to Capricorn. Capricorn, I do have the card symbiotic relationship. I think you need to focus on your relationships this week. Maybe someone is very clingy or expects more from you, or it could be vice versa. Primarily, I think this week your focus should be on cooperation, whether personally or within the work environment. Collaborate instead of being too set in your ways. Maybe you also need to work on your skills. Technical work or paperwork is also going to be a priority for many Capricorns this week. Maybe there's also a sense of loss with this card on mourning. I think health issues need not be ignored this week. Get out of those negative patterns. Maybe you should also clear your energy levels. There could be some sad news as well. I do have this card closeness, comfort and warmth. Maybe in an existing love relationship you do desire more closeness, comfort and warmth. This could be true for many of you who are dating. Maybe some of you also feel that this person is extracting more than his pound of flesh from you. In case it's an unhappy connection, it could sound the death knell of your relationship for sure. Perhaps Capricorns, you're also dealing with a person who is too dominating and dogmatic, who wants everybody under his thumb, and this is why you want to break free from this connection. From Capricorn, I will move to Aquarius. I do have the card, it's all aligned. I think the stars are definitely blessing you this week. You can make gains on account of your friends and acquaintances, so socialize. And that I also feel that reunions are going to be on the cards. Maybe you also need to spend time with younger people. Their energy can be very infectious. I do have this card, orange, enthusiasm, excitement, warmth. I think the sun is definitely shining down on you, so you're going to make headway. You're also going to be quite enthusiastic about your plans. Incidentally, with respect to your love life, I do have this card, remembrance. Your memories distract me. Maybe you're blissful on account of a relationship. Maybe there's no contact or no communication. You're not thinking about the past. I think you need to reach out to this person. Perhaps the universe is also asking you or nudging you in that direction with this card. It's all aligned. You have worked hard for this relationship, and this is a time when you need to make this relationship a reality. Maybe your friends are also going to play Cupid this week, because there are going to be social events. In case you're married and a parent, I think you could be concerned about your child this week. From Aquarius, I will move to Pisces, which is the last sign of the zodiac. Pisces, I do have the card innate abilities. I think you need to focus on your creative talents. You need to work on your skills, enhance it. Maybe you have a lot on your plate, so be focused, be systematic, and steer clear of petty issues. Maybe others think that you're not as proactive as they would have liked. Perhaps you're also dealing with clients who expect more from you, or they're haggling for your services. I do have this card, energy alignment. So things are in alignment, so you need to make it count. You need to capitalize on that, because everything is not always in alignment. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, possessive. I think your person or your partner could be quite possessive. Maybe you should also realize that you shouldn't feel shackled in a relationship, rather you should focus on your abilities. I think you also realize that you shouldn't be in a relationship which is claustrophobic or which could leave you in shackles. You may want to break free in case you do not feel happy in a connection. Incidentally, I also feel that someone could also want to bury differences that he or she has had with you or your loved ones, because this person definitely cares. He is definitely like that knight who wants to form a more solid relationship with you. Like, this person definitely makes your heart skip a beat. But then, Pisces, are you going to play ball this week? So let me know in the comment section what happened this week. I hope everyone you liked your reading. This is Ciao with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye till the next time.